Hi all. In this video, we're going to talk about idea screening. One of the ways in organizations they kind of evaluate the ideas that comes to their foray. So now, whenever an organization hears an idea, there are certain things that needs to be looked at, especially. You can call them as product success requirements. Now, these success requirements could change from organization to organization. So, for example, in this case, there are unique and superior product, high performance to cost ratio, marketing dollar support, lack of strong competition. Let's say these are the four requirements for assessing viability of a product, of an idea. And the internal team, they can decide, the internal management, the upper management, they can decide how important are each of these requirements. Again, these requirements could change from organization to organization. They could be anything, per se. The relative importance of each of these requirements, as mentioned, need to be a priori, meaning need to be decided upfront. So that relative importance is the relative weight. And then the product score. So each product, each idea that comes into evaluation needs to be assessed based on these four requirements. So for example, in this case, one of the product was assessed at 0.8, 0.6, 0.7, and 0.5 respectively. Now the product of each, both relative weight and product score, gives you the product rating, and the cumulative rating is what the final number that will be pushed to the next step. Now below the table, as you can see, the rating scale, anything over 0.6 is considered good. That means this is under contention, under discussion, right? Further discussion. So all the ideas will need to be assessed on using the same playing ground, meaning using the same requirements and the weights, and thus forth you can compare apples to apples at the end and decide on one or two ideas to go further. Now, the company can monitor and revise its estimate of the product's overall probability of success using the following formula. It's like, as I'm reading directly from the slide. The overall probability of success is probability of technical completion. Fine, we're coming up with great ideas and everything looks awesome, but what is the chance that how confident are we that we will be able to technically complete the product? Again, commercialization given the technical completion, probability of economic success. So again, very similar to the previous table, every product need to be assessed on its overall probability of success, and thus forth will be taken further, will be considered further at the next step. Again, both these methods are general ideas of idea screening, but some organizations, they use different methods. So for example, focus groups are also used as part of idea screening. These focus groups will be much more of a quantitative nature as well, because there was an idea screening I attended for a manufacturing company, where they came up with the new products, new air conditioning units, and they showed it to retailers who needs to install the air conditioning units. And the retailers will, they came up with the weights together. They came up with the weights, and then they evaluated each of the product based on the weights and the requirements. So it could be done variety of ways, but these are the tools that can be used or enhance and use. And who does it? Who does idea screening? Generally speaking, it's product teams, but many times even the customers are being considered in this process. Over and out.
మోహనయ్య నువ్వు వెంటనే నమ్మేసుంటావే అర్జున్. నీకు తెలిసే బాగా నేను ఒక్కడితో ఉండిపోయేదాన్ని కాదని.
కీర్తి అదేదో కోపంలో తెలియ